everyone, and welcome to NameHero.com. In today's video tutorial, I want to talk about how WP Rollback just saved my butt really big this week. So if you're not familiar with us here at NameHero, we offer high-speed cloud web hosting for primarily WordPress websites. I would say 99% of our customers use WordPress in some capacity or another, but of course we do have some customers that just use the basic HTML. But anyways, if you have not heard of us, I recommend you check out our services. Our cloud hosting starts at $359 a month, and then it goes on up from there depending on what you want to do. There's not a hosting package that we cannot accommodate your website with. So if you're a very popular site, we have a full line of VPS servers that we can build out for you in the cloud. If you need more than what's offered on the site, just contact our sales team and let us know. And our customers, a lot of them find comfort in starting out at the small $3, $4 a month package, and then they scale on up as their website grows. This is great for startups and entrepreneurs with limited budgets, as you can still have the high-speed, fast cloud hosting, and as your website grows, you can add those resources in real time without any downtime, and you have the security, flexibility, and of course the scalability of the cloud. So that's why we are around here at NameHero, and I hope you find great value using our services. We strive for 10 for 10 customer service and support, so feel free to give us a call, hit us up on live chat, or send us a ticket. We'd be more than happy to answer your questions and help you get started. So now let me get on to the point of this video today, and that's WP Rollback. As I said, 99% of our customers rely on WordPress in some fashion or another. Some people use WordPress to power their site as their full content management system, and others just use it for a blogging platform. Whatever you're using it for, this plugin can be very helpful. Let's go over to our blog here at NameHero, and if you want to follow along, just click on blog at the top, or just go to namehero.com/startup, and you can see we are one of those that use WordPress to power our blog. We don't use it to power our website. I'm a little bit more old school, so I had that custom coded by yours truly. But we do use WordPress for our blog, and our blog is a very valuable asset of our site, and it's viewed several thousand times every day. And our blog helps a lot of customers and entrepreneurs either start their businesses or how to troubleshoot their WordPress or their hosting in general. It's our goal on our blog to educate our customers and potential customers, because we feel like with a better education, then you have a much better web hosting experience. So let's talk about what happened to our blog recently. This actually happened yesterday, and it had me freaking out for a little bit. Those that know me, you know that I am adequate about keeping WordPress, my plugins and themes updated every time an update comes out. I actually don't even use the automatic updates because I personally log into the WordPress every single day, and I've got a plugin that alerts me if I don't or forget, so I can manually go in and make sure everything is updated. Now, yesterday I noticed there was an update to one of my social sharing plugins. If you go down here in the post, you'll see it here. We use Social Warfare, and it's a great plugin, and it's a premium plugin, so we've actually paid for it for some of the features. But it basically allows our articles to get shared and syndicated to social media sites with ease. There is some good free ones out there, but Social Warfare does a really good job with their caching and all the features they have. Anyways, when I logged in yesterday to WordPress, Social Warfare had an update available. Now, since it's a relatively small plugin and doesn't deal with a theme or anything like that, I figured, well, let's just go ahead and update it. I take regular backups, of course, every night we're backed up and stuff. So, I wasn't too concerned if something happened, or I never am, because I can always revert back to a backup pretty quickly. However, once I updated the plugin, the site was still fully functional. So you could still view our blog, and it was never out for any amount of time. However, in my backend dashboard, I was no longer able to edit any post, and if I tried to create a new post, it just created a 404 file not found error. So I was kind of perplexed, what exactly could cause that, and why would it be because of a plugin update? So I actually had to go back. There was another plugin too that needed updating, so I had to look at my list of what I updated, and so I began to troubleshoot. And so what I did is I ran across the Social Warfare and the other plugin that I updated, and I disabled them both, and in process of elimination, I noticed that it was Social Warfare was the plugin that was not working. So if I disabled it, I could edit post again, I could add new posts, but then all these social buttons throughout the site disappeared. So we were losing our social shareability. So of course that was concerning, and I'm not one to use an old plugin, so I immediately hit up the developer And I said, listen, we're a premium customer. Can you help us out? What's going on? And when I submitted the ticket, as luck would have it, they had a note on their ticket desk. Please excuse response time. We're getting hammered with tickets, and I'm assuming it's because of the new update. They said they'll be back in a day or two. So I was thinking, man, I cannot be a day or two without my social share buttons. But then if I enable the plugin, I can't edit or make any new posts. So of course, neither option seemed very good for me. So in a video a couple weeks ago, I highlighted WP Rollback, and I'm not sure if I did a full blog post or just a review on our YouTube channel, but WP Rollback allows you to roll back any plugin or theme to the previous version, and pretty much it saves your butt if you mess up with an upgrade. And so for me, I didn't have this installed because I do keep regular backups, so I was fully prepared to back up the previous backup or restore the previous backup I had, which was going to take a little bit of time just because of the number of blog posts we have, and I really didn't want to do that. So I was looking for alternate solutions. So I used WP Rollback, and within 5 minutes, I was able to roll back the Social Warfare plugin, and the site was fully functional again. And this allowed me time to reach out to the developer, and as luck would have it, they actually got back to me within an hour rather than a couple of business days, and they let me know what I needed to do to troubleshoot, and I was able to fix the issue and upgrade back to the latest version. But if this would have been a couple of days, I would have had a really big predicament on my hand. And it was to the point I was even thinking about getting a new social sharing plugin, but I really didn't want to have to configure another one because these have been used for quite some time. And if you look down here to some of our most popular posts, these are generated by using that Social Warfare. So we're going to lose that. And my social share count was probably going to be off, and I just really didn't want to have to go down that route of spending my day yesterday reconfiguring a new plugin. So I'm going to show you how to install the WP Rollback and what to do. Now, here's the really cool thing about the plugin that I didn't even realize. You can install this plugin after the fact. So you don't have to have it installed today and then do your update tomorrow. It'll go back no matter what. So that's what I found cool. And when I installed it, I didn't even realize it'd work like that. So let me show you. Right now, I'm in an example WordPress backend. I'm not in the NameHero backend. So that's why you're going to notice a couple of things that need updated here as well. So for example, let me show you. Let's say we were updating these themes. This theme's to this example website. And I'm going to click Update Themes. Now it's going to enable maintenance mode, and it's going to go through, start updating these one by one. Now, when this finishes, if I was to go to my site, or if the admin area wasn't accessible, then we'd have to do a lot more troubleshooting. But if that would have broke the site just now, I could actually go back to the previous version of any of these themes or a plugin if it was a plugin we were updating. So let me show you how. I'm going to go to Plugins and click Add New, and I'm going to search for WP Rollback. Click Enter. And you'll see WP Rollback or forward any WordPress.org plugin or theme like a boss. And I like that. I like the description. Do it like a boss. And you can see it's got 85 ratings, all 5-star, 50,000 active installations. So I click Install now. It's installed. Now I click Activate, and it's activated. Now if I go to my plugins, if I go to click on Plugins, you'll see this link beside each one. Rollback, 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 Rollback. If I go over to my themes, you will also see, until it's not in here, I'll have to find it for the themes. But let's just say that it was, and we needed to begin rolling back this stuff. We could just click Roll Back, and look at all the versions that you can choose from. So in this case, the anti-spam plugin, if it broke with this one, you could click here and click Roll Back, roll it back, and it's going to roll back to the other version. We can activate the plugin, and then we're all set. Now you can see it's still showing that there's a new version. So if you need to wait on the developer like I needed to in my instance, you could wait on them and then update it because, of course, you don't want to leave this stuff outdated for a long time. But if you need to get your site back up and running, you need to get your site back up and running. That was my case yesterday. I cannot go a day without it. So I'm going to go ahead and update this now. So once you get the all clear from the developer, then you're ready to go. And, WordPress.org, they have a forum on their site. Just go to WordPress.org and click on Support Forum. and you can talk to other WordPress users there that might have the same problem with the plugin, and you kind of have power in numbers. You know, if you have a lot of the same people from the same plugin that's having an issue, then you can, you know, if more people that reach out, the more likely it is that they're going to roll out a fix really quick. In my case, it was a licensing thing. Since Social Warfare is a licensing plugin, the license did not upgrade with the upgrade, so it didn't connect. So I had to actually unlicense it and relicense it, and then I was back up and running. So it wasn't as complicated as I thought, but you know, it gave me quite the scare. But again, the cool thing about this is if you update your site, update a plugin, and even if you don't have the rollback plugin, you can install it after the fact. I think that's probably the most powerful thing about it is, you know, I wasn't being very cautious, not having this already installed. And so I thought I was going to go through the process of restoring the whole database, of restoring all the files, which, you know, that takes time. You know, it'd probably have been an hour or two of my time in the day and an hour or two of downtime for the blog when I could just use the rollback. And you can see how fast this works. You know, you can, this other plugin right here, the companion to this Mesmerize theme, and I click rollback there. And wait, this one doesn't have, we are on the only version of Mesmerize. So the anti-spam, the WP Rollback has a rollback of its own. So if the WP Rollback didn't work, and it also links to change logs, so you can actually see, you know, the changes that were made, so you can kind of see what you're missing out on. And I like that too, because change logs are important because they may help you help the developer to figure out what exactly went on with the plugin. So if you're not using WP Rollback, or if you run into an issue, I'm actually going to share this link with our support team. So when we have someone reach out like, hey, my site updated automatically, which most people do, and I highly recommend that, this is a plugin that you can use to begin rolling back your plugins and themes and to figure out what exactly happened and how to correct that issue, because it really is as easy as clicking rollback and going back to the previous version. And you know, you can also go back to other versions. Like if you're not sure, like maybe your site, maybe you did not open your WP admin for a month or two, and maybe they went through 2 or 3 updates and you're not sure, was it this update or this update? You could begin rolling back each update one by one until you correct the site. And then once you figure that out, then you can hit up the developer and say, okay, I was on 1.2.3, I need to go to 1.5 and it's not working. So, and then a lot of times they'll know what's going on, or they can look at their change log and help you figure out the solution. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it here at NameHero. Pretty simple stuff. You don't have to be a coder. You don't even have to FTP in. You just install the plugin. Everything is free. That's another great thing. Is yesterday I was in such a pickle, I probably would have paid $5 or $10 for the plugin just to save myself the hour or two of work that was going to go into restoring my backup. So nonetheless, you have options. You know, it's so important to keep your WordPress website updated. It's so important to keep all your plugins updated, and it's so important to keep all your themes updated. At NameHero, every time we see a WordPress website that's hacked or has malware, it's because it was not updated or it has a weak password. You know, so that's always the first thing that we look at. So even if it is annoying because it breaks your site, know that there is options on rolling stuff back, and it's super easy to do. I would rather see you have an updated site that breaks, that we have to fix, versus a site that's outdated and gets hacked, because once your account gets compromised, then it's quite the task to rebuild it. So let us know if you have any questions on this. If you have not checked us out here at NameHero, you know, I recommend checking out our services. We do specialize in WordPress. We are all high-speed cloud hosting. We don't even own a traditional dedicated server, so you can know that your website's going to be fast, safe, secure, and you can start for under $5 a month, and then you can scale on up as your website grows. So thanks a bunch for watching and using NameHero.com.